A reading from the Gospel of Matthew. When he came to the other side, to the country of the Gadarenes, two demoniacs coming out of the tombs met him. They were so fierce that no one could pass that way. Suddenly they shouted, "What have you to do with us, Son of God? Have you come here to torment us before the time?" Now a large herd of swine was feeding at some distance from them. The demons begged him, "If you cast us out, send us into the herd of swine." And he said to them, "Go." So they came out and entered the swine, and suddenly the whole herd rushed down the steep bank into the sea and perished in the water. The swineherds ran off, and on going into the town, they told the whole story about what had happened to the demoniacs. Then the whole town came out to meet Jesus, and when they saw him, they begged him to leave their neighborhood. Now, I don't know about you, but every time I read this particular story, the ending of it is like a jolt of electricity. Someone comes to their town, not just someone, but Jesus comes to their town and conducts this miraculous event. Now, I know there were probably practical concerns, and the swineherdsmen were concerned about their income and things like that. But from our perspective, from where we sit at this point in time, it's hard to understand why losing the swine would have been the thing that stood out for their attention. So much so that they actually all decided that he needed to leave their town. Go away from us. And in making that particular choice, think of the blessings that they missed out on. Because the other towns where Jesus visited, he did miraculous things. He did healings. He raised from the dead. He provided food when there was not enough food. And these people missed out on a very special blessing because of being focused only on their own concerns. And yet we can look at them and see their errors, talk about them, point out their errors. But how often are we like that? How often do we only focus upon our own needs instead of seeing the broader picture? You know, if Jesus were to come back today, how many of us are confident that we would see him for who he is and respond to him accordingly? Would we be focused on the little things that irritated us or offended us? Or would we thank God for sending his son who gave his life on our behalf? Amen.